Hi, here's something that it happened a while ago, but I'm surprised it hasn't popped up on any of the major threads. Although I haven't looked through everyone's journal, so maybe it does. But there's something that's very clear to anyone who's looked into compression at all happening on this chart, and it should be very clear to everyone that this is compression right there. You see, and this is a 4-hour chart, so this is a very big player, activity, feature, call it what you will, of what's going on in the market right there. And if you see this happening, and as I was, when you see this develop on something like a 4-hour chart, you really need to look for somewhere that the big guys are going to release this to go back through the compression again. And as you see this come down, of course, you have to look over here to see where that might be. And what's becoming more and more obvious recently is that FTRs can be good places to enter a market, but the decision point that happens to create the break that then subsequently becomes an FTR has very great significance also. And those points that I'm talking about, I mean, here, just let me mark in what's the FTR here that I'm talking about. So here's a break there. Price comes back down, comes up again here. So this is an FTR, quite a significant one right there, and it does actually work with a bit of a reaction here from the very edge of it. But the decision point to break this on this 4-hour chart, and we're looking at this time scale because that's where we're seeing this compression really happen, is here. It's you see here there's some buying going on there, and we get this shoot up. So what I'd done when I saw this happening was I marked in, I didn't do it in the 4-hour chart, I went to the 1 hour or 15 minutes or something, but I marked in, let me just change the time frame so that box is thrown forwards. So there you go. So I marked in this demand area, which is where the decision was made to really shoot this up, and that's where I was looking to make an entry when this compression came down again. It also happens to be the front of some compression here, and the front edge of compression quite often is a point where you see a reaction. So there were quite a few opportunities here to get in. Even on this time frame, you can see that price came up here, and it did come up through the compression, but because this is such an epic effort to create this, I think in these occasions you're quite likely to see it go past the actual compression when it does get the reaction, which it does in fact do, and it comes back down here, and it gives you another chance to get in to go long. Pretty obvious target area up there, right? And this is lovely. If you go and look at this on the lower time frames, there's a lot of RTM stuff going on in that area there. Yeah, so that's basically just what I wanted to show. I'm surprised it hasn't popped up elsewhere, but I'm absolutely certain that all of the master traders and the guys with gold stars were watching this, and I'm pretty sure they all made a bunch of money out of it. For entries, if you were looking closer in when price came back there, yeah, there was a few things. I mean, you could just take the touch trade when it comes in here, but I don't think touch trades are a great thing to do. So looking for a good drop, base drop, to be engulfed as this came into the demand area would be quite a good thing to do. I mean, here you got a nice strong move down, a base, another strong move down. So this is a nice point here to look for an engulf. Up here as well you could look for one, but down here is not bad, and you see you get one here. So back down at the kind of the source of that engulf, which is down here. And also seeing this, I like seeing this line along there. You can imagine seeing this, how many people were thinking, you know, they've got their, oops, oh, I love that so much. You can imagine how many people are going to have some stop, oops, a daisy, Can I grab that? Yeah. So you can imagine how many people are going to start putting stop losses down here. So seeing something like this, which is a quick spike in, quick spike back out of that, which is just a stop hunt, taking out these stop losses, is also a pretty good place just to say, to hell with it, I'm sticking in a buy order. and sure enough, it worked out pretty well. I think there's more opportunities later on as well. You see it comes back, and again, if you'd entered here and you moved your stop to break even, then you'd be taken out by the spike. So, and also seeing this is great when you see this come down here. You know, it's really going to scare people out of going long, seeing these spikes coming down. But when you know you're in this nice area, you've seen the compression, it's broken into the compression, there's a lot of stuff there saying, yeah, it's time to start going long. All right, I hope that recorded. Yeah.